Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities, and even look forward to the blessings. Now, this is going to be your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November the 7th. Don't forget to pick up my new psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. I would love for you to read and review. That would be a wonderful birthday present for me to bring in my new solar year for November the 15th. And also, don't forget to check out Latoya Chandler. She is Mental Chatter Musings author spotlight for the month of November. You can head on over to treasuresandspoils.com for one of her candles or scents, or you can always head on over to Amazon or wherever books are sold and pick up one of her novels. And of course, like I always say, read and review. It is the bookish thing to do. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into your weekly astrology. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November the 7th, 2021. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. You can't do that from Facebook, so you'll have to go on YouTube and do it there. Trust me, it's worth it. Now let's get into it. Your Thursday starts off with the sun in Scorpio at 19 degrees. This is on the 11th. Those influenced by this degree can see success in their plans, even where you may have sometimes doubted your progression. If you have any placements between, I'd say 16 to 22 degrees of Scorpio, this is definitely aspecting you for your money and your resources. Okay. Now the areas that square that area would be Leo and Aquarius. So I would think that maybe that's where you would be doubting your progression, or maybe even shared finances over here in Taurus. So if you have any placements in Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo, between that 16 and 21 degrees, you can expect some type of progression. If it's, first of all, Scorpio has to do with money and resources. So if you have any progression with a romantic partner, within creative endeavors, maybe even with your children, you could gather resources there, or you could garner some type of money there, even with friends and social groups as it pertains to Leo. If it's your shared finances, you're looking to gain progression. That's going to be in your area of Taurus. That would be shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, even sex and intimacy as it pertains to your resources or even finances in those areas. So look for your chart and you can see if you have that lift from the strain you've been feeling coming on because of this transit. Now the moon in Aquarius is squaring the sun early in the morning around 9 degrees Scorpio. So this is your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children squaring your area of money and resources. So you could find that you don't have enough money to do what you want to do with a romantic partner, within a creative endeavor, or with a child, or out during play or self-expression. You could find that you have to come out of some money for a child, a creative endeavor, or a lover. You could even be exhausting your resources for one of these partnerships. So that being said, if you have any placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Aquarius or Scorpio, this is aspecting you where you could see some friction there. And this is due to someone not having your best interest at heart, actually. Or it could have to do with someone not having your best interest at heart as well. So watch out for romantic partners, people within creative relationships, or that you just hang out with. In addition to that, watch out for your children, because someone may not have your best interest at heart, even with friends and social groups or goals you're trying to accomplish, especially if you have those placements in Scorpio, Leo, or even Aquarius, between 6 and 12 degrees. Now, it could always pertain to Taurus too, with sex and intimacy there. That could be where someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. Now, the moon will couple with Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees. So lucky assistance or opportunities can come your way to help you achieve a goal with a romantic partner, a child, or within a creative endeavor, or during, play when you're out having fun. This angle favors literary pursuits. So I do have to say that if you do garner any type of blessings as far as literary pursuits, you probably have placements between 20 and 26 degrees in Aquarius or Gemini. Gemini is your area of long distance travel, education, and skills, things you think and you preach. So that would be your area of education there, where you could see that blessing coming on. And that makes perfect sense, because those areas trine one another, and they also trine you. So look to see if you have any placements in Gemini or Aquarius between 20 and 26 degrees. I'd even say, let's see, if help was sorely needed, that might be in your area of Leo. Your area of Scorpio or Taurus. Even Leo. Leo directly aspects that angle, but Scorpio and Taurus square that angle. So it may be in finances in some kind of way, where you're getting some assistance or help if you have any placements between that 20 and 26 degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius. All right. Now, Mercury in Scorpio at 7 degrees is trining Pallas and Pisces at 9 degrees on Thursday. So communication, as far as your money and your resources goes, is going to see some goodness. There's a blessing being communicated to you because of your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, where you've used your talents in that area. So now money or resources is coming into you if you have those placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces. Now let's move along to Thursday. On Thursday, November the 12th, the sun is at 20 degrees of Scorpio, your area of money and resources. And this is an angle where you want to keep an eye out on your more rebellious children. So that being said, if you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees, 17. If you have placements between 17 and 20, sorry about that. So I was saying, if you have any placements between 17 and 23 degrees of, I would say, definitely Scorpio. And because this angle is aspecting rebellious children, you want to watch out for your area of Aquarius as well. Now, this is a lucky area for you. Jupiter's there, so I'm pretty sure, things will work out. But you could have a child try to take some of your money or misuse your resources, or maybe a child does something and it causes you to have to come out of some money or resources, if you have those placements in Scorpio or Aquarius. Now, this is not, this angle also talks about talks about where you've learned your lessons, and now you're seeing progression because you basically saw the blessing in the lesson and changed your ways or did what you had to do to live for the better. Now, this has to do with, it could have to do with a romantic partner as well, or even a creative endeavor. Maybe you've always overspent and now you're learning to scale back. Maybe you're learning not to overexhaust your resources with a child or someone within a creative sphere or a lover. And now things are getting better because you've learned your lesson. That's where you can kind of see some progression there. Moving along, the sun in Scorpio at 20 degrees will also trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So if you have placements in Scorpio or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees, you can expect a blessing coming your way because of the use of your talents or your inspiration. Now, this would have to do with work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, where your talents can be used, okay? And with them being used, you're actually garnering some type of resources or money if you have those placements, because Scorpio is your area of money and resources. Just make sure you're not doing it for ill-fated means. You don't want to be doing something that's going to go against your morality or get you into any trouble. Okay, because Pisces is in the mix. You don't want to be dreaming up something that would hurt someone either, just to garner some finances. But there is a trine there offering you some money in that area. Okay, now the moon in Pisces at 6 degrees will sextile Venus in Capricorn at 6 degrees. So there is an opportunity or assistance under the guise of romance, finances, and pleasure if you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees of Pisces or Capricorn. And this will be about your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others in home and family. Okay, or even within a home-based business, I'd say. If you come into some money, try not to squander it, okay? This angle does note tension and underhanded activities being done out of desperation. So don't make yourself of service to someone doing something that you know is going to undermine, like I was saying before, your morals. You don't want to do anything that's going to, where you'll find yourself by yourself, whatever you're doing. And when people get wind of it, they're turned away from you. So just be mindful of what you're choosing to do to garner this romance. Maybe it's even a romantic partner at work that's coming on to you, and you have a significant other. You could get caught. The full moon is coming up soon. It's only so long you can get away with something like that. So just be mindful if you have those placements between 3 and 9 degrees of Pisces or Capricorn. Now, the moon in Pisces at 8 degrees will trine Mars and Scorpio at 8 degrees. So this could be assistance in the spiritual realm, or even assistance from a powerful female figure. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Pisces or Scorpio, this is aspecting you. Whether it's the health of a child, whether it's health or even a child or a child's health. This brings a blessing assisting you through challenges, okay? So these are challenges you've had with money as it pertains to work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Maybe someone's giving you a job, okay, to where you're able to, work and make money. Maybe they're asking you to be of service to someone and help them with their health. And this garners you some shared finances. Well, if you have those placements between those degrees, that 8 and 11 degrees of Pisces or Scorpio, that's aspecting for you. There will also be a square between the moon in Pisces at 8 degrees and Ceres in Gemini at 8 degrees. So if you have placements between 8 and 11 degrees of or Gemini or Pisces, there's nurturing needed in your area of long distance travel. So you might have to travel or speak to someone at a distance from you. Education and skills, what you think and preach. You're really going to have to kind of put in the work there. Okay, this is where the honorable are called to assist. Maybe even a family member. Maybe you're helping a family member in education, helping them to overcome some type of hurdles. The assistance to that area, let's see, if you're nourishing the area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach. Areas of nourishment are Leo and I would say Aries. So if you have placements between that 5 and 11 degrees of Leo and Aries, there's some relationships that can show up for you and assist you, like friends, people that you're involved in social groups with. They could actually assist you with expanding your message and getting it out there, expanding your reach, your education and things like that, or showcasing it even. So just be mindful that you do have those angles there assisting you. If you have placements in Aries or Leo, you can look to those sectors for help or opportunities. Now on Saturday, November the 13th, the sun is in Scorpio at 21 degrees. And this says that you have to be strong and develop dexterity to push through obstacles in life, okay? To keep what you have or even to recover what you've lost. But it can be done, definitely. It takes some hard work, but it can be done. Some people can see loss as if they take the easy way out. If you have any placements in Scorpio between 18 and 24 degrees, I would say, or even Leo or Aquarius, you can see where you could kind of see some losses in that area of even Leo, if you take the easy way out, goals you're trying to accomplish with friends and social groups. Aquarius has Jupiter there. So with romance, creative endeavors, and children, I think you would be able to recoup some losses there. Just make sure you're not taking the easy way out, okay? Now, I would say it could have to do with shared finances or something you're passionate about, because Scorpio is that natural area. So maybe it's something you and a lover are passionate about. Maybe it has to do with money or shared finances. Put in the work to make that money and it can be done. Okay. So if you have those placements in, like I said, Scorpio or Pisces between 18 or 22 degrees around 6 or 7 p.m. No, not 22 degrees, 24 degrees. Between 18 and 24 degrees. You can have something come up for you where you can, recoup some losses on Saturday. Now, the moon in Pisces at 22 degrees will sextile Lilith in Taurus at 22 degrees. So I want you to be mindful of your instincts and impulsive behavior at this degree. These degrees, actually, because if you have placements in Pisces or Taurus between 19 and 25 degrees, this is aspecting you. You could undergo some great losses due to violence at this degree. So be very mindful of how you choose to react, especially as it pertains to shared finances, endings, new beginnings, sex and intimacy, and even things you're really passionate about. So you could make some shocking reactions. You could have some shocking reactions. You could get some shocking reactions from other people that throw you off guard. And these would be people that you work with, people you are of service to, maybe even small pets. So you want to watch out for that too. You don't want to get bitten by a dog or cat or pecked by a bird or something like that. Just be mindful that your worth or your life in general can be challenged, because Taurus is the natural area of that worth, in life. So longevity, so just be mindful of what you choose to do, what you choose to react to. Keep hold of your passions, okay? Keep a tight rein on your passions. I've added the tarot portion to the end already, just in case you want to listen to it again from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday videos. Stay tuned. They're coming up next. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Ira Taronic here with your tarot portion of your weekly reading for November 7th. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You can't do that on Facebook, so please head on over to YouTube and go to Enchantress Press Astrology. Like and subscribe. Now, let's check out your week. It's permeated by the Judgment card. So there's some type of judgment coming in. Of course, you need to examine your role in the situation, but there's some type of, you could be dealing with court or legalities. If not, there's just some type of decision being made. Okay. Now, let's see. Your first card's coming out. Your first card that came out, or situation, was the King of, or Knight, the Knight of Cups, but it's upside down. So some type of jealousy, moodiness, a person that should be taken. Okay. It could be jealousy or moodiness affecting you, number one, or someone else. Or like the Knight reverse also talks about a person who says something, but you shouldn't believe them. Like, take what they say with a grain of salt. Okay. It's like broken promises and deceit, where somebody, somebody painted something to you, some type of scenario to you that was oh so grand or something like that. They were, and maybe it was because of jealousy. But now the wheel is spinning in your direction and justice is coming in as to that situation, whatever that situation was or is. Okay. There's some type of justice coming in for you. Now, with this justice coming in, you got another situation where you might be making a choice or thinking about leaving a situation, after more is illuminated to you about some type of tension, conflicts, or fights. There's some type of tension, conflicts, or fights that was going on and between like a group of people. And now more is going to be illuminated to you, and you might be thinking of walking away from this person where you already got 8 cups full because of what you find out. Now, this week, you're also prompted to balance your impulses, okay? Even if things seem monotonous in a relationship, if you're traveling with someone, take time to, reflect and contemplate things before you just drive things forward. Another situation can say where the monotony has set in the relationship and maybe some arguments are going on. If there are arguments going on through travel, just chill out. Don't do that. Don't argue with anybody back and forth that are at a distance from you either. Okay. Take some time to contemplate before you move forward. I mean, that's really kind of what all I'm really getting from this situation, to take a time of rest. Or maybe you've taken a time of rest this week, and this week, you're keeping you're balancing your energies. Okay. And maybe you're taking some time. Maybe you're even taking a vacation or deciding to, okay, with a lover because a relationship has gotten monotonous, or some relationship has gotten monotonous. And to bring and restore balance back, you're deciding to travel or take some type of trip, or a long journey. Okay, but something is definitely aspecting where you're balancing things out by traveling. You might even be moving, because the Chariot card could talk about home. Okay, after a period of wait. Okay, so those are the different situations I got for the different Libras. Now let's talk about your challenge and advice. Your challenge this week is the King of Wands. So this is either you being the King of Wands, or maybe even you dealing with a King of Wands type person. That could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person, a natural born leader, someone who's compassionate, someone who displays honorable behavior. This could be you. You could be a fire sign, rising or moon person, like Aries or Sagittarius or Leo. But if it's not you, and this is not you that they're talking about, who's respected and people enjoy their presence, you might be dealing with someone like that. Now, because of that, there's some mentor coming in to give you some type of advice. Okay. It could be about business. This could be a smart business woman. You could be that smart businesswoman who's compassionate and warm and exuberant and, very passionate. The challenge is this advice that's coming in through a mentor about new people, new friends, new opportunities. And that's your challenge, is this new thing that's being offered to you. Maybe you don't know what to do with it. Maybe you're afraid it'll be a fling, in and out or something like that. So, anytime you have that Page of Swords, you're advised to take that advice and look into it more. If this practical advice is coming from a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo business person, this could be somebody new. And maybe you're trying to just figure out how to assess this, and what offers you should take. Now, geez, your advice is really weird. Your advice is, first of all, you got the Tower, but it's upside down. Okay. Now the Tower upside down is, now I don't typically get that card, but it talks about an avoidable disaster that's somewhat of your making, but it's an avoidable disaster. And it's, only thing holding you back is your fear of change, your resistance, your dishonesty, or just, you being oblivious to the situation and not caring what the truth is of the situation. It might be aggravating the situation and placing you in danger of losing everything. So no matter what happens, the current struggle will have to come to an end. Now, like I said, this is an avoidable disaster, but there's some endings happening, some ending, some loss, some type of defeat where your wish fulfillment is turned upside down. This is really weird. Yeah, I mean, it's like your wish fulfillment is turned upside down in some type of way. And when you have the Nine of Cups upside down, it talks about greed, materialism, vanity, or dissatisfaction. Some type of egoism could be wreaking havoc on love relationships and friendships. And it results in some type of disharmony or emotional wounding. Either you or someone else is caught up in some type of self-centeredness that causes division between friends and things like that. So it also can point to, and that could point to frustrating delays in your plans. Could be something that you were working hard on, because you got the Ten of Wands upside down. And that's like avoiding responsibility or overburdening yourself. Okay, so you're struggling too much with the circumstances and mistakenly blaming others for your decisions. I mean, ultimately, you'll end up with a lighter load. And if you keep going ahead and plotting forward. But stay out of the blame game and the victim mentality. Your advice is to stay out of the blame game or victim mentality. Whatever's going on in this friendship circle. Ooh, it's so much going on this week. I'm not even gonna lie. This is prompting you to move forward. You got to keep on plotting forward. And not blame others for your decision. There's some type of endings or losses here happening. But, I mean, all you can do is move forward. What's done is done. It's an avoidable tower, but only you know what's going on in your situation as to whether you should let the tower fall or not. That's up to you. And it looks to be a pretty big decision. So, God bless you guys. I love you, and I hope that everything works out for you. Definitely. Bye now.